Hey, buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to QualifiedAccreditedInvestorLeads.com. I want to talk, it's actually QualifiedAccreditedInvestors.com. I want to talk about what is an accredited investor and the difference between an accredited investor and a qualified accredited investor. So an accredited investor makes $200,000 a year for the last 2 years, or $300,000 combined with their significant other, has $1 million net worth not including their home, has experience in managing their personal portfolio. In my case, we qualify them 25 to 50 to $100,000, and in our case, what I sell you is mailed a private placement memorandum. So the whole idea is, if that broker who's got a vested interest and is hoping to make a 10% commission on the sale, which he's allowed to make, he wants to make sure that before he sends out a private placement memorandum, you're qualified, you're accredited, and he's got a good shot at closing you. If he can't close them, then of course we get the lead. And the reason they do that is because 20% of the brokers write 80% of the business. When I was a commodity broker, I'd walk into a place and say, hey, here's the deal. Your boys got 60 days to close their paper. If they don't close their paper, I get it. Arrogant? Yeah, real arrogant. And I'd walk in there, find out the objection. I either overcame it, I didn't overcome it, and I moved on to the next one. In my, so many years in business, I got to the point where I was tired of prospecting, and I just wanted to go in and just hit that objection. I love objections because right there and there is your bread and butter. That's when you do it or you don't. That's when you close them or you don't close them. So when I started the lead business 32 years ago, I went on that premise. I went on the premise that 20% of the brokers write 80% of the business. That means 80% of the paper is never closed properly. And if I buy that paper and give it to some closers, they'll close. And it works because for 32 years we've done over $22 million in business. So obviously the concept works. And let them do the hard work. And yeah, you have guys that know how to prospect, know how to qualify real good. But when it comes time to close them, they can't close their zippers. And the owners of the company don't even get it. And they waste all that money and they waste all that paper. And some of those guys are good qualifiers. Don't kid yourself. So getting back to the original accredited investor and qualified accredited investor, the qualified accredited investor has $250,000 risk capital and has to have $5 million in investable assets. It's a whole different ball of wax. And those guys are sophisticated. Those guys are hard to close. They're what we call whales. And you know what? 80%, 90% of your crew won't even keep up with them. They won't even take them seriously. I mean, why does that guy need you? He's already worth millions and millions of dollars. And look at you, who you got calling that guy, trying to get him to send you, $300,000, $400,000, $100,000, whatever it is. Your guy better be good. And your guy better impress that guy. He better be articulate. He better know what he's talking about. And you know what? You know what I'm talking about. Very, very few people are able to close big guys like that. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at 561-239-0364. These leads cost 50 cents a piece. Our minimum is 2,000 leads for $1,000. If you have a SAN number, we'll scrub for you. If you don't have a SAN number, we'll go ahead and show you how to get one. If you don't want to get one, you'll sign my indemnity form, which says you're responsible and I'm not. We do have 1.4 million professional litigators. Those are the guys that threaten to sue you and call the FTC because they're on the do not call. And we have troublemakers, strokers, and whatever. That's important, man. That list is the biggest in the country. The one guy that sells that list, that uses court records, which, by the way, I have a big chunk of that. We did some swapping in the beginning. Only has 600,000. Last time I checked, 600,000 records. I got better stuff. I got guys calling me up and say, John, get this guy off your database. He's such a... Get rid of him, John. He's a troublemaker. You don't want to sell this name to anybody. And believe me, I get phone calls like that all the time. And we knock them up. We get rid of them. So if you have any questions, feel free. Again, I gave you the definition of an accredited investor. That's what we do here. We sell accredited investors. We sell qualified accredited investors. We sell precious metal leads, numismatic coin buyers. Have yourself a beautiful day. 561-239-0364, and God bless.